Hi everyone, welcome to Glow Softly Gently with Ellison. It's an absolute delight to be able to do this. If you are new here, it is because this is the first video you are getting from Ellison, and voila, here we are, Ellison in body, soul, and spirit. Okay, jokes apart, welcome once again. I am so happy, I'm so excited to have you here, and I sincerely hope you are excited to, come on board with me on this journey as well. Before we dive right deep into the business of the day, and before I introduce to you what Ellison is all about, I would like you to quickly go back and hit the subscribe button so that you do not miss anything, any further engagement coming from the stable of Ellison. And I promise you, you're not going to regret it. But if you do regret it, I will leave my address in the description box so that you can come and arrest me in my house. Easy peasy. That said, it's so nice to have you here. I am so happy I get to do this with you. I get to share with you. A lot of people have been asking me what Ellison is all about. What is Ellison? Ellison is, some people think it is just for aesthetics, but Ellison is not for aesthetics. It is that part of me that speaks to, creativity, mindful living, sustainable living, and intentional living, right? And it's a big one for me. I have stalled for so long, trying to put things in place, trying to make it perfect, but there's no perfect time to do this other than this particular moment. And I'm so glad once again that I get to do this with you. And if you have not hit that subscribe button, please go back. Please go back and hit the subscribe button. I promise you, this channel will be nothing but a burst of joy for you. It will be an avenue for you to change your ways, change the way you think, so you can repent. Because the kingdom of God is at hand. Relax. All right. So, I have told you what Ellison is all about. Ellison is all about sustainable living. That is like the core, the central message that we try to preach at the Ellison Initiative. And that's like the central message that I personally, that I stand for as well. So I just want to bring you up to speed into sustainability in case you're like me. I didn't give much thought to the idea of sustainability until 2020 when I was in training school at Purple Academy in Lagos. So that was the first time that I encountered the word sustainability for the first time. And it felt like, wow, I never, this is such a beautiful concept. Why is everyone not doing this? Why is everyone not on the same page? But then we are all different people, and as it is in Nigeria, we are battling with issues. And one of the reasons I stalled with creating this video and this channel is because it feels like, I feel like it is an unempathetic thing to do. Nigeria has a lot of problems. There's poverty in the land. An average Nigerian has not eaten, and we want to talk about sustainability. How now? They won't really listen to you and all of that. That was the excuse I keep giving myself until now. I always felt that we had more pressing issues to deal with in this country, and no one would want to give a thought to sustainable living and how it's going to impact our lives and the lives of the generations that are coming. But then I learned about sustainability, and to define sustainability to you, I'm just going to do it in a very simple way. Sustainability is using today's resources in such a way that it doesn't jeopardize the opportunity for the generations coming behind to use that same resources. So I have this pen as what I meant on ground, and I am meant to use this pen in such a way that the generations that are coming behind will be able to make good use of it as well. So it's either I leave this pen better than I found it, Probably maybe I fill it with more ink, or I double the spell, or I triple it and make it 3, so that those that are coming behind will be able to use it and also achieve the goals that they want to achieve with this particular pen. So that's just the simple way to put it. That is the simple, that is all the English you want to speak. Apply it to government, apply it to education, apply it to the environment. It is pretty much the same time. Thanks. So that's it about sustainability. So when I learned about sustainability for the first time, I tried as much as possible to make a couple of lifestyle adjustments. I started avoiding plastic in my own little way, but oh boy, it is so hard, especially in this Nigeria. It is so hard for you to, just wake up your mind and say you want to avoid using plastic. I got a bamboo comb some years ago, just few years ago. This bamboo comb, it's a set, it has a brush, it has a big detangling comb and a small tooth comb that you can use for your edges. I got it at the rate of 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira to you is not a lot of money. I know people are rich folks, but then I can get a cheaper alternative out there. The plastic version, yes, it's not that expensive. But because I want to be sustainable, I spend much money. And do I regret it? No. But the point I'm trying to make is that going into sustainability or adopting a sustainable lifestyle cannot or is or may not be practicable for someone who just wants to do it for the aesthetics, right? Because there's a whole lot of lifestyle haul. Change all your plastics to what's it called? Change your plastics to glass, change it to bamboo. You see how much they're selling one bamboo spoon. One bamboo spoon. Hi God. One bamboo spoon. Shibi. Sorry. One bamboo spoon. 5,000 naira. One bamboo spoon. And with that 5,000 naira, I can guarantee you get a pack of plastic disposable spoons. So sustainability is not something you want to approach for aesthetics, because if you want to approach it from an aesthetic angle, you will fail woefully and you won't like yourself at the end of the day. Along the line, one thing I realized is the fact that we as Nigerians and as Africans, we have been practicing sustainability right from time. We just don't know it. And one major problem with us is that we fail to document, we fail to give a name to things, and we often leave our values, we leave our ideas, we just leave them until someone comes, customizes it, and brands it, and then they sell the same idea back to us, and you're like, oh, I have this, I did this. I think I was browsing the other day, and I saw black soap for like $50, and I was like, what should I do? There was also this loofah, a sponge. It's a plant that grows nearby. I used to see it around my house. It's sometimes we just cut it, we remove the seeds, and we use it as a sponge to wash plates. At the point I used it as my sponge that I use in washing my body. I saw this same sponge on Amazon, $20. Amazon. You hear natural loofah, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, Kokoluboshe. I'm sorry, Kokoluboshe is the one you are calling natural. The name feels so fancy. You won't know that it is Kokoluboshe that you're buying for $20, and that is the problem we have. We do not value what we have until someone comes to, brand it, then they will package it, recycle it, and sell it back to us, and then we start running after it. It's a funny one, and well, it is what it is. We will do better. So I discovered along the line that we have been practicing sustainability, but we just did not give a name to it. I could remember a point in my life when I was very, very young. We used to look forward to the visit of some people that would hold two bottles in their hands like this, that would be doing come, come, come all around. And whenever they come, we already have a stash of bottle that we want to give to them. It's already on standby, lying somewhere in the compound. When they come around, we give them those empty glass bottles, and in return, they can give us money, use it to buy snacks. Sometimes they give us dustpans, packer, sorry, they give us packer. They give us sieve or bowls, depending on the size of the bottles, the quantity you have exchanged with. So I knew from that particular point in time that, oh, things are not supposed to go to waste. There are some that would come for spoiled sandals and shoes. I don't know what they do with them, but they just come for it, and we give it to them. We get something of value in return. But over time, I just discovered that all these things are no longer in place again. It has disappeared. Most of the traditions I met while growing up, once it is third term and you've gotten your results, you will go to the house of your next door neighbor. Oga, give me your textbook. Maybe you're finished primary six. Oh, yeah, yeah, I'm going to primary six. Give me your textbook. It's not a it's not a sign of poverty. It is just a thing of communal sharing, like a community that shares things with one another. That's just how it is. But now I just discovered that that culture is gone. No longer share books. I used my sister's books. I used virtually all her textbooks till I finished secondary school. Talk of new general mathematics, talk of intensive English or NOSEC, talk of all this Ugo that we used in primary six. My sister handed it over to me, and I also used it. I handed it over to my sisters. But recently, I saw children's textbook, and I saw that there is a selfish intent in the heart of publishers. You know that these people would actually put a workbook inside of those textbooks. They are matched together. So that way, you will not be able to, pass that textbook to another person. You will be forced to buy another one, and that one will just be there, lying fallow, doing what? So we have just lost our tenets of, communal sharing and, recycling and all of that. An average person doesn't want to buy Coca-Cola in bottles again. We prefer to buy it in PET bottles. And when you drink from these PET bottles, you throw them away. It gets picked up, but recycling, are they really recycling stuff? Really? Because I watched a documentary recently, The Plastic Detox, and there I learned that the whole recycling gimmicks is just a myth. Like, it's not real. And I actually it costs more to recycle. I don't know. I just saw it there in passing. I would still do more research in that area to check if it is true or not. But if truly recycling is not as seamless or as sustainable as we feel it is, then we are in for a big problem. And what better time to have this conversation than now? So, as you can see, I am doing the Lord's work, and you have to support me, whether you like it or not. Okay, so now what do you want to get? What are you looking forward to? What do you hope to get from me, from Ellison? Nothing in my hands, I think. That's a lie. I come with a lot of things for you. I opened this channel as a way of documenting my journey, recording my progress, and as a way of, holding myself accountable to you and to myself. Because there are still a lot of things I'm struggling with as far as sustainability is concerned. I still collect plastic bags at the mall, and I have a tote bag at home, a big tote bag, but I never remember to take it out. I just never remember. Maybe after this recording, I will just hang that bag somewhere so that I will remember to take it out. because as I am sharing sustainable tips with you, I should also be a good ambassador. Not that you not see me holding plastic outside and you not call me a liar. No, it's not like that. It's not that deep. Just have to take it, easy on ourselves. Easy peasy does it. Do you get? And if you are struggling like me, I have created a small ebook. I will drop the link to it in the description box. It's just 2,000 naira. If you are so passionate about sustainability, you can just go ahead, click that link, and get yourself a copy. I have created it in such a way that sustainable living doesn't have to come so hard on you, It's something that you just have to take it step by step with little lifestyle changes, one step at a time. So you don't really have to do too much. You don't really have to, change the whole aspects of your life at once at a go. You can just start with one tiny winning little habit at a time. And trust me, you are going to have a good time reading the book. I'll stop here for now. But again and again and again, I still want to beg you, please go and subscribe to that YouTube channel. If you don't like it at the end of the day, I will give you my address. Come and arrest me. But don't take my word for it, right? So I look forward to seeing you some other time. I don't know when next you will get another video from me, but this is the first step, the step of faith. Yeah. So hopefully, hope and I pray I get enough balls and I get something more interesting to share with you the next time you see me. But until then, I would like to say that I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. And I also want to say thank you for staying with me this far. And I will see you on the next one, okay? Bye.